Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, my name is Kim. This is Core Union. Today I want to talk about a specific thing that I manifested recently within the past couple months, because I think it illustrates perfectly how when you have finally said enough is enough and you declare that whatever it is, you basically say, thank you for showing me everything that I need to know. And you declare that this is done. And then you see yourself feeling the relief of having something or feeling the joy of having something. The particular story that I'm going to talk about involved physical pain. But this can be applied to manifesting your mirror soul, your specific person, your true love, to be in a happy, loving relationship with them, despite what the circumstances were that came between you and them, because that circumstance, it's of the material world, and anything that's of the material world is malleable and changeable. And when you are in doubt, one of the most powerful things that you can do is remind yourself to pull yourself out of the material world energetically and mentally, and you can go into observer mode. So, where you're going to non judgmentally observe yourself and how you're perceiving things. What are your thoughts around this or that, this person, that person, the relationship? You also can take it back to the understanding of the fact nothing is solid and separation is an illusion, and time is also it's a program. We are all actually light. We are all actual light beings having a human appearing to be solid experience. But everything that is of the material world is malleable and changeable, including your circumstance. But you actually have to let go of them and overcome the program. And in some cases, when it involves a form of security that really hit us deeply. And of course, that's usually going to be with our mirror soul. And that's the design of it. It was supposed to do that. So don't beat yourself up anymore. No more regret, shame, and guilt. Forgive yourself. And also don't beat up your person anymore. No more blame. Okay. So anyway, so now I want to give the example of how when you finally have had enough and you declare, that's it, I'm done. Show me the way. Show me exactly what I need to see. You will be shown, and everything and anything that needs to be moved will be moved in your material world. The thing is that you don't often see the things that are happening, but you do have to declare it. You have to make a choice and choose. And then once you make a decision, you stick to the decision. A lot of wavering is because you are being double-minded and you're serving two masters. You simply can't do that. An unstable man, excuse me, a double-minded man is unstable in all ways. When you're in doubt, bring it back to being non-judgmental, non-judgmentally observant of yourself, your thoughts, your feelings around a particular subject. Also bring it back to manifestation itself through studying the power of awareness. Feeling is the secret, pearl of great price. Those are wonderful ones. And also the fact that we are all just atoms. So now let me tell you this story, and this happened recently in my life, but it has been happening for quite some time, that I've been dealing with a physical pain because it wasn't quite enough, that I got to the point where I was like, enough. You know how that can happen sometimes? Like maybe, I would just get too busy and I would tolerate and almost just allow it to happen. I didn't actually start declaring this is done until, let's just say, I don't remember exactly when it was, but let's just say it was a few months ago. Sometimes it would wrap around my thigh, and then it started wrapping around my knee. So this was very frustrating because every time I would go for a massage, I would get temporary relief, and then it would just come back within a couple hours once I was home. And then one day I said out loud, thank you for showing me everything that I need to know. Thank you for showing me everything that I need. And then this is where the magic happened. My regular massage therapist ended up having to work somewhere else. I got a phone call to see if I wanted to see somebody that I've never seen before. She worked on my psoas muscle because I ended up learning that it was my psoas. It was very painful. But during the massage, while she was working on me, she said, do you know what the psoas is? And of course, I know that the psoas is the largest muscle in our body. It connects our upper body to our lower body. Something inside of me said, she's going to tell you something that you really need to know right now. She believes, and in Greek philosophy, that the psoas muscle is the seat of the soul. It's the muscle of the soul. And she said, this is where there was something very traumatic that happened to you, and you've been storing that trauma in your body. And the moment that she said that, I knew the exact moment that she was talking about. So because she said that, I knew exactly what I needed to do. I knew what I needed to revise. And I knew that I needed to let go of blame, shame, and guilt that I was carrying in my body and in my energy of something that was very a tragedy that I experienced in my material world. So it was amazing. Even though on some level I knew that this was a thing that I had to work on, it wasn't until I went through this process in the material world and then it was shown to me. So now I have the massage, I feel some relief. The pain comes back that evening, but I don't think in my mind the way I used to, because now I know I have the answer. I go back in time energetically to the exact moment that I knew was the cause of this. And I do a little revision. I let myself feel the pain, and it was extremely painful. And while it was coming up, I was telling myself how much I loved myself, how much this wasn't your fault. None of it was your fault. This was supposed to happen. And then I felt that the pain dissipated to the point where it was on a scale of 1 to 10, if it was like an 8 or a 9, it actually dissipated and it went down into like a 2 or a 3. But now I was like, no, enough is enough. I want to be free from this. I want to be completely free from this. So I declared it again and I gave thanks for it. And then within a couple days, I literally went to YouTube, and where nothing was helping before, there was a video where a woman gave a 5-minute, literally 5-minute fix. Since I actually did that, I have been completely free of it. When you have had enough of something, you're done with the pattern, whether it's pain, physical pain, or emotional pain, or fear, limiting beliefs, allowing yourself to believe in your programming and in your circumstance more than in who you actually were created to be. You are the operant power of your reality. Okay? Everyone in your reality. Everything in your reality is yourself pushed out, and everyone is your divine, sacred messenger. I believe that was Neville Goddard's quote. And the desire that you have itself is the promise of the wish fulfilled. So you are already the light. You are already it. You are God in human form, having a human experience on behalf of God, and your desires are what was planted, the seeds that were planted within you, so you could have this experience on behalf of God. And I'm talking about the God that created trillions of galaxies, the unfathomable energy that is beyond our human understanding. And it's beyond any understanding of your intellect, of your logical mind. Manifestation is not logical. Whether it's 1 or 1 million men, things are going to be shifted and changed behind the scenes for you and bring you to exactly hearing, seeing, and knowing the information that you need to have whatever it is that you want. Ask for it and it is given. So you can step back and you can go within and you can say, when you're confused and you're in doubt, you can step back and say, thank you. I trust you. I know that everything is happening for me. I know that this is contributing. And then just say, I trust you. This is yours. I've done everything that I can. I know that you can do everything that I can't. And then you can say powerfully, show me the way. Show me what I need, and you will be shown. But you just have to be present. So learn how to be more present. And being present means that you're trusting in your heart and soul more than anything else. So you're trusting in what's in your heart and soul more than in your material world. Okay? I love you so much. Comment down below that you have received this message. Reach out to me if you need me, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Nothing can come, nothing can come, nothing can come between us.